Where you at emotionally right now?
I'm good. I struggled a little bit on Sunday. Was down in the dumps for a second, but everything's a blessing. Everything will work its way out, and feeling good right now.
What brought you out of it?
A couple of different things. You know, I had a lot of support from the fans. I helped a lot. A lot of people mentioned me on Twitter and just random stuff. You know, where I didn't really expect it, and I really appreciate all that. A lot of my family members called me, and have a good thing rolling this season. I feel like I'm playing pretty well, and the hardest thing is everyone's seen me play for the first time for 2 games, and hopefully I can keep that going later on in the year.
What is the next step for you? I mean, Coach Hope was saying today that he thinks you want to play this year?
Yeah, I want to come back. I want to come back so bad and do anything possible. And I know it'll be a blessing too, but hopefully it'll be back quicker than everyone thinks.
I mean, just from a health standpoint, is it feasible to come back and play with the ACL injury?
There's been players that came back from it. There's been receivers. There's been wrestlers in college. It's not something that hasn't been done before. It has been done, and my leg feels good. You know, I can go out there and do 5-step drops right now, and you won't be able to tell much of a difference because I have a brace on my leg. But it's kind of when the body starts trusting itself again, and you know, I think we're in a good place right now where our team's playing and everyone's starting to see it. We've got a great chance to win the Big Ten championship this year, and you know, I'm going to keep trying to push everyone as much as I can.
What are the steps that have to happen for you to get back and play?
Rehab.
And it's safe for you to play.
I got to make sure the swelling's out my knee. I mean, that's with any injury. You know, and I kind of got to get back to a place where I feel comfortable when I say it's ready to go. You know, I'm not going to tell myself I'm not going to tell myself I'm ready to go if I'm not. So I'm going to push it the best way I can. I know my body better than anyone. So when I feel like I can go back out there and help the team, I will.
What have the conversations been like with Rob and Caleb at this point?
Very supportive. Like we said, the whole time. We're close friends. You know, it's like little things. You know, people don't understand. Like when I was in there and I was rolling for a little bit, Caleb was supporting me the whole time. Rob was supporting me. Rob was telling me I was looking good. And when Caleb scored the touchdown, he came up to me and told me he got me and I got him. And we all understand that we're all in this together. We want to all win. So they've been very supportive of me, and you know, you can't question God why things happen. We're just rolling with it.
While you're out, big cheerleader for Rob and Caleb and all the team for that.
Not a cheerleader. I'm a teammate helping other teammates out. So that's what I'll be there for, and hopefully by the next game we play, I'll have my pads back on.
You gonna plan to dress? You gonna plan to dress in uniform Saturday?
Not this Saturday. I won't be dressed. Knee's not ready yet, but knee should be ready soon.
So you're saying 3 weeks from now?
I don't know when. I don't want to sit out. I don't want to do that. It's my last shot at this, and playing good football, smart football right now. I don't want to get too far out of it. I want to get back practicing soon, and if it could just be 7-on-7 right now, it'll be 7-on-7, or if it could be 11-on-11. We got to test it out and see where my knee's at.
So you found out Sunday the extent of how bad it was?
Yeah, I pretty had a good idea of it after it happened. Similar type feelings before.
And before, just the way you responded last time, I think you said you felt like it was almost tragic.
Right.
So how are you able to maybe accept it better this time around, or?
I'm in a lot better place mentally, I think, going into it. I'm much closer with the guys on the team now. You know, I feel like I'm around my brothers, and you know, I guess with anything, I didn't realize how many guys kind of had my back till I got hurt like this, and my phone blew up with my teammates texting me, you know, they were praying for you, hey, and you know, I kind of felt like a jerk a little bit. I didn't respond to no one for a while. Then, you know, I kind of looked in the mirror. I said, this ain't so bad. You know, we can make this work one way or another. And I talked to doctors and tried to figure out what's the best route for me. And, you know, I keep wanting to make Purdue fans, you know, happy and supportive, and want to do the right thing.
You were talking about you wanted to see if you could make it in the NFL. This decision to make to not have surgery right now, how does that affect going forward in your future? Have you thought about that at all?
A little bit. You know, I'm not worried about anything that has to do past this year. You know, I've been through a lot. You know, I understand football's a game, and there's much more outside of football, and football doesn't define who someone is. But in this situation, it's a little different for me. Like, I'm so close to this team, I feel like, and it's almost the senior year of high school football again, where you don't want to leave your guys. So I feel like I can definitely still help the team in many ways. I feel like I can get back on the field and help the team.
Will you have to have surgery at some point?
I'm not even sure. You know, I understood that route can't happen right now for me to play. So that wasn't really an option. I got to look down the road what it could be. But like I said, I want to help the team any way I can.
Have you come to grips with all this? And ever since you start having these injuries, that do you ever have a moment it's like, why me, or are you past that right now?
I'm past that right now. It's not why me. It's you got to roll with the punches. It's kind of like you're playing cards. You can only play with the cards you dealt with, and I don't got much to complain about, man. I have a great life, and I'm very happy where I'm at. And the one thing I hope to show you guys some more good football. That's what I want to do.
If there is a silver lining, is it the fact that you're pretty adamant that your chances of getting back this year are pretty high?
I'm gonna come back. That's my mindset. That's where I'm at. I'm up here hours every day. I get up here early. I stay here all day. I'm rehabbing all day, whatever it takes. I know my leg might be a little weaker, so maybe I can get my midsection stronger to keep my arm alive. And my arm's always been fine, so I can sit back there and sling it around a little bit.
Do you know if there's other damage besides the ACL?
No, there's no other damage than just the ACL, and I think it's kind of helped me going through what I've already been through, because the swelling's almost already gone out of my knee already. The body didn't respond, so sporadic this time.
Is it a full tear or a partial tear?
I don't even want to get into all that. It's not as bad as everyone thinks. It is what it is. You got to roll with the punches, like I said, and there's no excuses when you're out there playing on the field.
Your dad is a pretty wise man.
Right.
What did he say to you?
I was really interested to see about what he was going to say to me. Him and my mom. Everything that's happened has been very emotional for everyone. I've had so many close family members support me heavy in the dark days that, when you see a couple good plays happen, there's everyone, feels like everything's going right. But, I sat down, I kind of told him where my mind was at the time and how I felt about it, and how I feel about my teammates and how I feel about how I can still play ball. If I go out there and practice, I feel like I can't help us win, I'm not going to go on the field. But if I go on the field, that means I think I can play ball and I can score some more touchdowns for us. So that's what I'm hoping. My dad had my full support. My mom says to go with it. So that's where I'm at right now.
A non-Robert Marve question, if I may. I'm doing a story on O.J.